Welcome back to We Talk Boxing, and today I will be discussing the up and coming scheduled rematch between Devin Haney versus George Kambosos Jr. on Saturday, the 16th of October in Australia. So, as always, please like, subscribe, comment, and share for more boxing related content and help us grow this channel even further. Now, this fight, between both men, is a rematch. Do you know what I mean? The first match was, a good fight in a weird way. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, it went the distance between both men. Obviously, Haney coming out on top, winning by unanimous decision on one scorecard. Do you know what I mean? 18-10. And then on two scorecards, 16-12. So, both all three judges, saw it one way. I think most people saw it the same way as well. Obviously, Devin Haney was classy, sharp, athletic, fit, good movement, good punch variety, good combinations. He was just awesome on the night. And do you know what I mean? And it's quite weird because I've said in my previous video, obviously, that I did that if George Kambosos would have fought anyone else on that night with that style, he may have caused them a little bit of harm. But Haney, he was on top of his game. He turned up. Turned up and proved to the boxing world how good he is and how good he potentially will be in the future as well. He's a top talent, and I see the rematch going in the same way really. But like I says, a lot of things, were happening behind the scene in the Haney camp. So he had a lot to try and to handle. So he had a lot of pressure on his head. And so, there's a lot of back and forth chit chat between both guys as well. Haney's father, wasn't really allowed in the country up until pretty much the fight day, really. Do you know what I mean? He got the visa pretty much last minute granted. Do you know what I mean? So that probably spurred him on a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? He probably had that fire in his belly for all the things that were said and that were happening. You know what I mean? That he felt. So he used that and harnessed it and put it into his performance as well. And like I said, he schooled Kambosos. Do you know what I mean? And he made him look like an average fighter. You know what I mean? Which is quite hard because we've seen obviously Teofimo Lopez struggle. You know what I mean? He struggled with Kambosos. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it just goes to prove how good he is. In his game plan, Haney's game plan coming into that fight was brilliant. You know what I mean? And he stuck to it to a T. He didn't divert at not once. You know what I mean? Because that's what Team Haney wanted. Team Haney wanted, Devin Haney to kind of slide off to get off his game plan, and try and draw him into like a battle, and try and stand there and trade with Kambosos. But if that happened, I do believe that George Kambosos potentially might have had that upper hand. Do you know what I mean? But Haney and his team did the right tactics, kept to it, and it was a straightforward victory in my eyes, really. Now, obviously, in this rematch, like I says, I see it going one way. I see it going the same way as the first fight. But, Kambosos, if he's got any chance of winning this fight, what he has to do is to try and break the distance between him and Haney. He has to try and rough Haney up, at times as well, possibly even resorting to some dirty tactics, to try and hurt, and put Haney off his game plan. Do you know what I mean? Because that's the only way he's going to win. I know it sounds sad and I know it sounds dirty, but he's clearly, which we see, he isn't a better boxer. He can't stand in there toe to toe and box Haney. Do you know what I mean? So he has to come up with something different, and it might just be a case, like I said, put him off his game plan. You know what I mean? Try and draw him in close. You know what I mean? Punch him to the sounds bad. Punch him to the balls. Step on his toes. Do you know what I mean? Hit him behind the back of the head. You know what I mean? Put him off his game plan, and then once he's off his game plan, and you can see that Haney's getting frustrated, and you know what I mean, he's not boxing the way he boxed in the first fight. Then you could come in with your boxing game. Do you know what I mean? But that's for me. That's the only way, and the only thing Team Kambosos could do to try and win this fight. But anyway, I don't want to long this video out too much. You know what I mean? So you guys let me know in the comments below. Do you know what I mean? Are you happy with this rematch taking place? Did you want to see, Haney going there up against someone different? Someone that we haven't seen in fight, someone that's going to potentially challenge him for the titles. Do you know what I mean? Do you see this rematch going the same way, or do you believe that like Kambosos, could potentially cause an upset? Do you know what I mean? Maybe even a knockout. Do you know what I mean? You guys let me know what you think, how you feel this is going to go. And also, one more thing as well. How do you see it ending this time? Do you know what I mean? Do you see it ending by point, stoppage, or KO? I'll tell you one thing that I think, I think Haney could get a KO this time. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But as always, please subscribe, like, comment, and share for more boxing related content. Bless.